Hi, good morning, everybody. I don't really know what the time is. I don't think it's quite 10:15 Hawaii time, but honestly, I didn't even remember it was Sunday until about half an hour ago. So I hope you can see me and hear me. This will just be a kind of spontaneous little class. I wanted you to see this amazing scenery right here. And yay! Ariel, you can see me, hear me. Can you see the beautiful view? That's the most important. I'm gonna guess so. Okay. And I pulled up a little stone here. Good morning, Ivona. Can you see me and hear me and see this wonderful view? Okay. So it's I'm in Sedona, and I'm actually with my wonderful mother-in-law right now, but and we stayed in this cabin in the pines here, and I got up early this morning. I was like, I'd love to go for a walk, and my mother-in-law, she's very willing mentally, but you know, her body was not keeping up. So I said, oh, would you mind if I just, you know, go for a walk and see what's around? And so I set off, and I ended up hiking up to here. And I'm not kidding, this is what happened. I've got my phone in my pocket, and all of a sudden this beautiful music started playing, some Kundalini yoga music, and it was in my pocket. I was like, that's weird. How did that just happen? And so I took the phone out of my pocket, and as I did that, I realized it was Sunday morning. You know, when you're on holiday somewhere else in a different situation, I kind of forgot what day it was. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's my antennae, my call to connect with you all and find somewhere to sit and do my Sunday morning class, because, you know, that's what I do. So I climbed up to the top of here and saw this opening, and just wanted to share that with you. So it's going to be a quick class. I don't want to leave my mother-in-law down in the cabin too long on her own, but you know, I always have a different experience when I come to Sedona, and I just want to share something magical that happened yesterday. We went to the Out of Africa Animal Park, and I'd seen that a few times on my trip here. And my mother-in-law, you know, we want to do things that way, you know, she can also do. So she'd booked this VIP tour with the owner of Out of Africa. So we get to spend 6 hours with the owner riding around in a, you know, little Jeep and talking about the animals. And it was so amazing because obviously he knew every animal in this vast park by name, and they knew him. So we would stop and he would call over the giraffe or the rhino or the tiger or the lion, and he would literally be like me and my Bruno and Abby, play with them, and you could see the love between them. Anyway, what was really special was the owner talked all the time about the energy of love versus fear. It was quite amazing. Here we were in this animal park, and there was a few other people on the tour too. But he talked, you know, when people asked him, how do you develop this relationship? He said, you know, he talked about love over fear. That is how any relationship develops. If you allow somebody to be themselves, and you love them for being themselves, and you allow them to love you in a way that they want and that is, that brings out the best in you, then a relationship of love happens. And he said this is just how it is with the animals. Animals, this is how he explained it. Animals are pure spirit, pure consciousness. No, like, they don't have this ego. They just act from pure consciousness. So if you can connect to the animal from your pure consciousness, the animal, doesn't matter whether it's a puppy, a kitten, a lion, a monkey, a snake, that animal also wants to be loved, and connect to the pure live in you. So you just drop the fears, you drop the stories about, that, snakes are scary, it's a Hollywood thing apparently. And you just see the beauty and the pure spirit of the animal. They know that that's what you're seeing and sensing, and then there's no fear. And everybody, all animals, connect spirit to spirit. Anyway, that was the magic that happened. I love animals, and going to the wildlife park was something I was excited about, but I wasn't expecting this transcendental talk all the way through. Anyway, I bought his book. It's called Heaven on Earth. He says, the animals are here, they bring heaven to earth and give us an opportunity to experience pure love, heaven on earth. So let's just, that'll be the message for this morning's class. Like, let's even imagine we're trying to connect person to person, not even animal to person. Like, we see that person for who they are, and we connect to the pure spirit of that person that wants to be loved and appreciated, and they do the same for us. And then all fear of differences and all fear of attack or all fear of danger dissolve, and love is how we connect and move forward. So yeah. That's what happened yesterday at the animal park. So I hope that message resonates with you also. And if you ever get the chance to go to Out of Africa Animal Park and get a tour with the owner, Dean is his name, and his wife Prairie, and they've owned that park. He's been working with the animals since he was 17. He said, he had a kind of message from the universe, from God, when he was very young, that he could see animals without any fear and see their true nature. And it's true. He was in there like tickling the tigers, and anyway. So then it reminded me of something Yogi Bhajan has said, which is, if you can't see God in all, you can't see God at all. If you can't see God in all, you can't see God at all. And that, that resonates, that message with me. Like, there are no differences. We drop the fear. We move into that place of love, the namaste, the I see you and you see me. All right, so let's tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. We'll do a little, breath of fire, and we'll be on our way. So obviously up here, all this red rock, and feel very connected, very root chakra. So connect here with the earth, this red earth, so beautiful, so enriching. And then, the Arizona sky blows my mind every time I'm here. That there's not a cloud. It's vast blue sky. So it's easy to feel connected to the earth and connected to the heavens. So I hope you can experience this through the quantum field. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Ad Gurename, Jugad Gurename, Sat Gurename, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Ad Gurename, Jugad Gurename, Sat Gurename, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Ad Gurename, Jugad Gurename, Sat Gurename, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Deep breath in. See if you can breathe in from the root, pulling up this earth energy, and from the crown, pulling down this blue sky energy. Bring it all to the center, to the heart. Take your time to breathe here and project your love over fear prayer. Deep breath in. Exhale. So to continue to talk about this transcendental out of Africa trip, he was talking. There was a bunch of us there, and he was talking about we're going to go and see the 30-foot king cobra, and of course there was people in the group that were had an instant reaction like, oh no, I don't want to do that, and he talked about how this fear is so limiting to our experience of life. Every time we have the fear take over, it prevents us from getting to know somebody or going to some place or connecting with this animal. That the fear takes over, and then our experience of life, which should be vast and free and open, becomes more limited, and then we become more fearful, more restricted, more judgmental, more fearful, more so to do whatever we can in every situation to look and see if we can find the pure consciousness of the situation or the person, and just fill it with love, and then our experience and vastness will grow. Another wonderful thing that happened last night when we checked into the lodge here, there was a notice for a free flute, Native American flute concert, half-an-hour concert just down the road, and I was like, let's go. So we went, and there was only 4 people there, and then this wonderful flute player, Jesse, can't remember his last name, was playing, and we started chatting, and he said he was from Guam, and he asked me where I was from. I said I'm from England, but I'm living in Hawaii, and he said, oh, I was there this summer because my daughter's gone to school, and he said I was somewhere on the windward side. I said, oh, that's where I live, Kaneohe. He was like, oh my goodness, yes, that's where I was. And we have a common friend, John Dumas, who is a wonderful flute player, and so we had this beautiful connection. He's like, oh my gosh, I would love to come and play flute. And he had this beautiful, he's been playing flute forever and does all this wonderful soundscape stuff. I said, oh yeah, I can hook you up there. So connections. So let's move forward and make more friends and more friends and more friends. And connect. All right, let's do a little breath of fire while we're here. So arms are up, or you can have them on your lap. Thumbs are facing. Let's Get that nose breathing going with the belly. Three, two, one. Inhale, bring the thumbs to meet overhead, stretch the fingers, and exhale, sweep through your field, clear anything out. It's funny, you know, I set off quite early this morning for this hike, so it was cold, it was in the 40s, but I tell you, once that sun comes up, I'm doing my best to put all my woolies on, you know, and keep them on. Okay, so nitric oxide, yeah, you know, breathe in, doing that breath of fire, breathe in through the nose, produces nitric oxide, which is, you know, somebody won the Nobel Peace Prize for discovering nitric oxide. It's produced in the nose, so when you do nose breathing, it activates this molecule that is a cleanser. It helps to keep a barrier between you know, your internal system and the outside internal system of any kind of pathogens or toxins or viruses or bacteria that comes into the body through the nose. You know, in Chinese medicine we say, you know, 1,000 diseases come in on the wind. Yeah, same thing, we breathe them in. But this is why we have this wonderful mechanism that is the body. It's designed to stay healthy and vibrant. One of those things is to make sure you're breathing through your nose and doing breath of fire, amongst the other millions of great benefits, produces a lot of nitric oxide that's going to help keep your system free. So, you know, it's a super dry climate here. Yeah, I'm used to being in the tropics, so, you know, everything feels much drier, including my nasal passages. All right, let's do a little twisting. So we're going to inhale, exhale, get the spine moving. This helps to open up the upper chakras, the heart. Again, we've got that lovely breathing through the nose. If you want to, you can take your arms up in almost ecstasy, which is what I feel right now here. Three, two, one, come to center, and arms out. We're going to inhale up, exhale down. Pump those arms, get the lymph moving. Three, two, one. Stretch up, look up. Exhale. Feel your system come alive. Feel the blood and the lymph moving through the body. I'm sweating a little bit, maybe you are too. Good detoxifier. So the mantra that, if you were listening at the beginning of the class, I had forgotten it was Sunday, and I was out hiking and my phone all of a sudden started playing this chant. Hada 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 gobinde, hada 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 mukande. Anyway, and I was like, whoa, how did that happen? So I'm going to try and put a link to that chant. I'm not going to chant it here because there's a lot of words and I might get them wrong. But actually, Laura, Krista and I have on our YouTube channel, we have a great version of it, so I'll put a link to it. So for some reason, that is the chant for today, and so that chant is called the Miracle Chant. It's used for miracles and it's used for prosperity. You know, so you have a hand position like this, one palm over the other, thumbs facing forward. Or you can, you know, just pray for that miracle of being able to connect at a soul level with every person and animal and situation that you meet. All right, my lovelies, I am going to close now. I know that was a super quick class. I want to get back to my mother-in-law so she doesn't think that I've got lost. Let's close 3 Satnams together. Satnam, Satnam, Satnam. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Satnam. Thank you, my lovelies. So I'll connect with you during the week. I'm meeting up with Ananda and Jai Lakshmi, and we've got a whole Kundalini chanting week ahead, so plenty of time for connection. Love you all. Have a fantastic Sunday.